Broadcasting live from our Columbia, Maryland headquarters, they are founders of Hard Money Bankers, REI 360, and are international bestsellers with their book, The Whiteboard. Here are Chris Haddon and Jason Bailey.
Hey everyone, Chris and Jason here in our office in Columbia, Maryland. Today we are talking about the value ladder. The value ladder, what does it mean? Okay, so this is when people, as they come into your business world, are going from followers to fans to prospects to clients, and the kind of value you are giving to them in return along the way. So we have a couple cool examples. We're going to talk about what we do a little bit in our business, and then we're also going to talk about real estate agents and how they can really grow what they have going on by being dialed into their own value ladder.
Yeah, think about the concept of a value ladder, of what it is. So imagine this, you start, we're gonna give you some really good examples here in a second, but imagine this, you know, somebody, a client of yours, a potential customer, a prospect, they find you on the internet, they find you somewhere, and you give them, in this particular case, let me just dive right into mine. We give them, and this is geared towards real estate investors, we provide them a blog post or a really informative article, and you obviously, the purpose of value is you're providing them value. You're providing really good information. So maybe we have a blog post or an article about flipping properties. It's a good one as a hard money lender to give to a real estate agent or real estate investors to help them flip properties. And all of a sudden they read this article and they think to themselves, wow, I learned so much related to flipping. It cost me nothing. Now imagine what these guys are going to give me if I actually become a client. And the goal of this is to provide as much value as you can as your client. And a lot of this is value you're not expecting to receive anything in return. So we're trying to help real estate investors grow. That's what we do as a lending company. We're trying to help them grow. We're not expecting to receive anything in return, but we know that if we help real estate investors grow, they're gonna, in return, be able to eventually do a loan with us. So here is some stuff that we do in our value ladder. And I would say a blog post or an article, maybe the web show like the one we're doing today, is towards the bottom. We have very good informative information related to real estate investors. And as they grow, maybe our next step is they sign up for a free report. So it's the next step in the ladder. We ask them to give us an email address so we can collect a little bit of information from them, and then they jump on the free report. The next is a meetup group. For those of you who have not attended our meetup group, we encourage it. We bring a lot of good real estate investors in one room. The next step in the ladder, as they're climbing the ladder, is maybe they buy a book purchase from us. So they're confident and they like what we're doing, and they pull out their credit card and they pay $15 for a book, right? It's a little bit higher up. And then I would say towards the top of our value ladder is one of our approved strategy sessions that we do with our clients. And if someone that you have to be approved, they come into our office, we help them grow their real estate investing business. And the whole purpose of the value ladder is, like you said, you start at the bottom and you build your way up and you build yourself with more credibility. You give everybody so much more information that eventually they buy your product. So in our case, they do a loan with us, they do a joint venture with us. So you can relate this to so many different things. Chris is going to talk about real estate agents, but no matter what business you're in, you got to start somewhere with your value ladder and your customers climbing, and just keep thinking as if you were your customer or if you were a potential client of, wow, this guy gave me so much information and it cost me absolute nothing. Imagine how much information, or imagine how much this guy's going to help me or this girl's going to help me when I actually become a physical client of theirs. So it's a really good, interesting concept, and let's talk about some real estate agents a little bit.
All right, let's talk about real estate agents, and maybe they haven't thought of their business in this way before. Chances are they are doing a good amount of this, but let's talk about a couple things, maybe some things you haven't thought of before, and how you can move people up the value ladder in terms of what you're giving them, and also the kind of dollars you're getting in return. That the value goes both ways. Okay, so as an agent, I hope you have a good social media game. Like we talk about a lot, you're putting out good, valuable content to people. That can be real estate stuff. It can just be straight entertainment, you and what you're up to. I mean, there's Snapchat and Instagram. Like, there's all different ways to put yourself out to the world to bring people into your circle. And then moving up the ladder a little bit, maybe they next land on your webpage because you did a good, informative blog post. Possibly even opt into your database. They put their email address into receive something of a little more value in the form of a free report. Could be, maybe a free CMA, which I know is a popular thing to offer. Perhaps a lunch and learn. So this is offline with some kind of company, maybe for first-time home buyers, a junior agent maybe if you have a team, or maybe someone just getting started out is taking the time to do this and to teach people that could become prospective clients in the future. So moving up, you can do the same thing with an open house. You can, if you're smart, you'll be turning your open house into a really good opportunity to provide additional value. Talking to people who come in, see what they're looking for. It may not be your property, like focus on them. Are they moving in town? Where do they want? Suggest some other areas. All different ways to provide value besides just selling your product, obviously. Other ideas, you could do other kinds of seminars for prospective clients, tours. People who are looking in a certain area, you can take them around. This is all free, but it's providing a lot of value. And eventually, you're going to get a buyer from it. You're going to get a listing from it. You're going to get a referral from it. And that's the top of your value ladder. In real estate agent commissions, it's a high dollar. It's a high dollar figure. Like you earn a lot of money per transaction. And all this stuff just goes into the sales that happen up there. Cool.
Yeah. Think about the business that you're in. It doesn't matter if you're an online business, if you're an offline business, you obviously have to show as much value as you can for your client. So, think about it. Think about some real little things that you can do on a regular basis that can provide some good benchmark value for them, and then work their way up. And keep in mind, as you're providing more value, you can ask in return for more stuff from the client, or from your potential customer. So it could be a blog post or an article that they read, and then the next step up is, okay, well, if you want some more additional information, it's going to be a free report, and all I need is your email address. And maybe the next step up is, hey, you got to buy this $10 product from me, and then you get all this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. So, the way to start is figure out a real, the benchmark where you want to start, give them value for free, figure out exactly where you want to get this client to, and then work your way all the way up. I'm sure there's a lot of other types of businesses and a lot of type of value stuff that some of our followers are doing currently right now. So if you don't mind, share with the group, comment below with some of the things that you're currently doing. You've probably never called it a value ladder before, but maybe map out your value ladder and comment below of what's currently working for you, and I'm sure a lot of other people could gain from there.
Yeah, for sure. Be creative with it, and more importantly, be consistent with whatever kind of stuff it is you decide to put in your value ladder.
Exactly. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, and please comment below related to your value ladder. We're really curious to see what's working for you today. Thanks.